Okay guys, so this is now got a bit of a green screen, so hopefully this is going to work a little bit better. So let me just get this workout started for you guys. So today's workout was 5 rounds of 10 thrusters at 50 kilos, 20 wall balls at 9 kilos and a 100-meter row. Big sprint as fast as you can go, then you rest 6 minutes. So it was a huge rest. The idea behind this, I guess, was Ash wanted to make sure I was fully recovered, ready to hit it just as hard the next time. So thrusters, first round, this was a tough one because obviously I've recently just come back from a bit of an injury and illness. So look back into last week, peak, the week was going awesome for training. And then I come down with this horrible cold Thursday night, absolutely out of it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, tried to train a little bit on Sunday, just bad news. But yeah, so this workout was a nice little, not a redemption workout, but say a little bit of a workout just to get going again. And I tried training on Monday or Tuesday and ended up straining an intercostal. So it's just one of those body's just been a bit in pieces at the moment. So but anyway, back to the workout. So first round, managed to do it in 125. Splits overall for the whole workout, so I think I did 125, 124, 124, 120 and then 113, 115, around that. 124 it says. So really happy with how they went. I could definitely think as an overall, I could definitely speed up. So next time I would attack a workout like this, again, this is me just learning how to understand pacing, how I feel under fatigue and so forth. So every time here, the thrusters, I started to speed them up a little bit in the first 5, and then I realised I'd better slow them down a touch just before I get to a point where I won't be able to say go unbroken on the wall balls. The whole idea here was to go unbroken on everything. So I used the transition essentially, as you'll see here, so as the bar drops down, so once I do my last rep here, so I use this transition as a tiny bit of rest essentially, and then go straight into the next movement. Now, that was probably a little bit of a mistake. As you can see, I've set everything up accordingly so I can be quite efficient between everything. But as you'll see in rounds 4 and 5, I focus a little bit more on the transition, face the clock, see exactly when to go, and pretty much thruster, turn around, wall ball, straight onto the rower and pull. So scales for this workout, guys, if you want to give this one a go, you could drop the weight definitely with a thruster. So 50 kilos is a little bit heavier than what you normally would for an RX, say thruster. Normally, say a Fran thruster is at 42.5, so I think it's like 95 pounds. So this being a bit heavier, I think it's like 115 pounds, I think. So you might want to scale this, ladies, bring that down to maybe about 30, 35, I'd say, yeah, about 35 kilos. Wall balls at 6, so scale that, or you can scale the height. Key things with the wall ball, guys, is make sure you're hitting depth. That's the priority of this. Whenever you're doing a wall ball, it's much better to go lower than it is to hit a higher target and do a crappy depth. So yeah, so this third round, started to speed up the thrusts a little bit, and because I was aware that I could probably give a little bit more, especially with the 6-minute rest. I was pretty much completely rested. Don't get me wrong. By the third, fourth, and fifth, third and fourth round, that 6 minutes feel a lot less, but I had the capacity to keep going. So it's definitely something that I want to, it's like using excuses, but I feel coming back from, a bit of an illness, stuff like that, I wasn't too sure. I wasn't even sure if I'll be able to do this workout today. This was, I think, Monday's workout that I was supposed to do, and because I just wasn't feeling great then, so I didn't do it, and yeah, all the excuses. But glad I got that in today. If, for instance, you have got any injuries or anything like that, you can always say, you can't get a good front rack, you can always swap the thrusters for dumbbell thrusters. That's quite a nice option. The idea here is you're doing 2 similar movements followed then by that max effort row. So, and again, guys, that row, just pull for dear life. And that was the thing. Don't get me wrong, I could probably say rowing technique could have been a bit better, but for me it's more about just producing the most amount of power I could, and I was hitting splits around the 112, 113 at some point, so you know that was pretty good, so I was pretty happy that this is round 3 again at 124. So this is the round where you can see, so I'm facing the clock, and as soon as I see that, I can then just go straight in from there, which is a lot more efficient, because you'll watch here. So if you now see the speed of these first 5 thrusters, so 2, 3, I'm pulling that bar down, 4, 5, and then I'm like, then in my mind I'm just like, oh, okay, it's getting tough, but you can keep going. Essentially with the wall balls, that's where you're going to get a bit of a rest, because you can only go so far. See this nice transition, turn and go, just like that. The wall balls, you can only really go as fast as you can go. Something I've noticed here, this is what I like about watching your own workouts back. I push more through my left hand, I think it is, so the wall ball keeps going to the right, and they keep catching it wonky. I think it was this round on my last rep, I just about caught it. I caught it really dodgy, and just about got the last rep to make like that. Look at that, it was well dodgy. But yeah, so really happy with this workout. If I was to do it again, we'll be doing it again, say in 2 weeks' time. I now know my averages, so I'll be looking to try and say hit probably I'd say about a 120, 121 per round, and see if I can maintain it, especially with the 6-minute rest. So yeah, so I hopefully that this green screen has now worked. I did buy it, I got it for eBay for about 20 quid. So what I really want to try and start to be a bit more creative, as I said, with these videos, and try and give as much informative content out, and just have a little play. So yeah, hopefully it's working this time around. After last time it was a bit shabby, but I want to still produce some content and just get it out there. This last round, guys, for me, it was really nice to watch this back and watching what how hard I can say push, and knowing that I still probably have a little bit more left in tank. Like the speed of these thrusters for me, pushing up, pulling that bar down, moving fast and efficient. So using my legs for the drive, and yeah. So I hope you guys are liking these videos. As I said, I feel I get quite a lot of not inspiration, but kind of like I get a lot of value from people that I watch. When I say like Jacob Hepner, Training Think Tank, these type of guys. So watching them, and they do a similar sort of thing. Obviously they're a lot higher level than me, but hopefully some little things that I come across are things that might be able to help you as well. So because all through this workout, even though it's a short bit of time, the mental aspect of it, I'm just like, this is hurting, and I set myself that goal to go unbroken and everything. So that was my main focus. The thrusters, when you're at rep 5, you think I'm already halfway, you can finish it off. Wall balls, just make sure you're breathing, class it as your recovery, so then when you get to the row you can go absolutely ham. But yeah, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Plan to be getting quite a fair bit of content out there, and hopefully, if you guys got any ideas of what you want, drop a message in the comment section and let me know. Something here, I didn't want to lie on the floor after the workout. I just sat there, rested until I was ready to get up. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and thanks for watching. Until next time. That was rough. So if it's 40 pace or well pace, we're getting faster to the end. Every round we're around faster. So, we'll see what the big man has to